Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon, good evening, depend where you are in the world. It's Fabrice again, and thank you very much for joining us for this live, multi-platform live today. So I hope you are fine. If you're on the metro, if you're about to go to bed, if you are getting bored in looking Netflix, well, spend a bit of time and learn the craft of renting your property. My name is Fabrice. I rent properties around the globe and I manage them and I help people like you to rent better properties. So today what we are doing is very simple, ladies and gentlemen. We are trying to understand that the pre-arrival of your guest is the most important. This is where your customer are actually making the first impression about your business, and this is where as a property owner, you have to put the most emphasis. I can guarantee you that most of the property owners that I know completely ignore this part. Why they ignore it? That's very simple. Because nobody tells them, because they feel that the customer will have a very good impression about their business only when the customer is actually checking in the villa, which is completely wrong. If you want your property to have a stunning impression, it starts 3 days before. 3 days before means the email that you will send during the booking, the email that you will send about the organization, about your arrival, the email that you will send about explaining how your property is working. All of these make a huge difference, and this is where, as a property owner, that you will prepare the guest to the experience of your villa. Meaning that if your emails are wrong, poorly timed, or missing information, the guest will arrive in your property and will have no other option that expect a poorly timed villa management, poorly explained, and therefore a poor stay. There is no other excuses about it. There is no other explanation. So please stop to be the owner that always like, yes, but you understand my villa. No. When the customer book with you, the experience start. You have to tell yourself when the customer is booking with you, this is when the check-in happen. You have to start to treat your guest as if it was in the villa. You have to have emails first that are standardized with proper SOP, so like that the receptionist on duty will not send a different message than the one you are sending as a owner. Secondly, you have to have very good explanation, properly written in English. Okay, we have so many AI tools now. I'm sorry, writing a crappy English, it's not possible any longer. Then your email needs to be very explanative. It needs to help your guest to feel that he's really expected. Okay, expected is the word. Expected is the word. You have to make sure that the guest feel that he is not doing a financial transaction with you, that he is doing something meaningful. He is coming to your property to enjoy a relaxing time. Okay, he is coming to your property to feel like he's in holiday, that people will pamper him, that he's feeling expected. So when you send these emails, please don't be transactional. We are looking for your stay very soon and we want you to have the best experience possible. We will organize your arrival. We will organize your private dinner if you have a special occasion. Feel free to talk to us, to let us know if you have some preferences and everything. This is super important. Remember, as a standard, the guests have an idea of your villa 3 days before the check-in. So 3 days before, everything need to be, I'm sorry the expression, silky smoothie. You need to be on top of your game. The arrival of the guest needs to be always organized. Sometimes, like some property, actually most of the property that I manage are on an island. There is boat reservation, plane tickets, taxis, all this stuff. You need to remind the guest to kindly confirm it with you. So like that you can organize a smooth transfer. You can actually do the transfer from your guest and get money out of it. I know it's Villa Management 101, but I can guarantee the number of owners that I know that do not offer this service to their guests. It's amazing. So you organize the arrival of your guests. So what happened? The guests come already in the property, is already warm up, you know. He's already like, oh, The guy is expecting me. He already has done an incredible job in organizing my arrival, feeling that I was coming to his property, that I was expected. So therefore, the property is just a continuity. If your property look like in the picture, and if you don't go overboard with the retouch on Photoshop and everything, there is absolutely no reason why the guest will forget you, that the guest will forget what you have done. So the guest will go into the same level of experience that you have prepared for him. And because it's a Caldani principle, some people, you can look in the marketing part of it, because you have done him the favor of organizing perfectly the stay. He will do the favor of giving you a very good feedback. Remember, one of the Caldani's principle, okay? You do a favor and people do it back for you. But if you organize a crappy stay, you follow up one hand in front of the other. This is an expression. You follow up loosely how the customer will come to your business, how the customer will check in. Then there is no other way that the guest expects and will experience a loose experience in your villa, will have a loose experience in your villa. So you have to be on top of the game before the guest arrives, to have a guest with a proper experience and a guest that gives you a proper feedback and a guest that comes back. Meaning directly coming back to you, not paying commission. I don't know if I make myself clear, because this is so important. A guest has to give you a good comment, but the guest has to come back. This is what every hotel business in the world are doing. Remember, Get Elite Bookings, we are all about providing a hotel experience in a villa, in a private property. There is no difference. A hotel is just a big home managed with a lot of people inside, and that's it. So stop to think, oh no, hotels are doing it. There is no magic. You can do it at a smaller scale, but you can still provide the magic of a hotel in your villa. So this comes to here. When you go to a hotel, when you go to a very nice hotel, I don't speak about a guest house down the street, but a nice hotel, if you had experienced it already, your arrival is already expected. We tell you the check-in time. We send you messages. We send you the offers. We send you the restaurant offer. You know everything before you arrive. When you arrive, there is people greeting you, being there, being present, asking you if you want something extra during your stay, present when you have a problem during the stay in the property. If your family, your son, your wife, your husband has a birthday, they will do something for you. This is exactly the same magic you can provide in your property by organizing everything in advance. There is nothing wrong, and there is nothing more wrong than a hotel manager or a restaurant manager. No, there is nothing more wrong than a villa manager, organizing a birthday or a special event for the person who booked the property at the moment the guests are in the property. This means you didn't do the due diligence. You didn't ask in advance if there were special events or something like this. You didn't care. You didn't feel your guests expected in your property, and there is nothing other than that to explain. The guest experience is something that comes first in your mind, and it starts with the first email. So to wrap up this rather intense live, first, a guest is coming 3 days in advance in your property. Okay? Sorry. The magic of life. Sorry for that. A guest is coming 3 days in advance in your property. Is booking in advance. Sorry, I lose my train of course. Sorry for the guy we are looking. A customer is coming in your property. His experience starts 3 days in advance. So you have to make emails and a full SOP, a full system where the guest will come to your property and feel expected with the proper English, the proper question, which kind of events they are coming for in the property, if there is any, for example, a birthday, wedding celebration, other stuff like this. So you can prepare, you can anticipate, you can offer something that makes a difference, that make the customer having a feeling of a wonderful experience in your property. Number two, when the customer check in your villa, if the pre-check-in emails and steps have been followed properly, there is no other way than the guest will have a good experience in your villa. And remember the Cialdini principle. Cialdini, marketer and specialist about increasing your influence. If you do something for someone, this person will have way less friction in doing this and other stuff for you. So if you prepare the guest for your stay on the wonderful way, the guest will have no other way around than to give you a wonderful feedback and to come back to your property without OTAs, without Booking.com and Expedia coming back to you directly and pay you directly. Don't forget that. So if you want to know more, go to getelitebookings.com, record and come to do your free audit. We are spotting where people have issues in their villas. In their villas. You can have issues somewhere else. It's not our business, just the villa. And we implement hotel grade stuff in your property. Hotel grade standards in your property for you to be able to grow, to have a better quality and to get more money without the commission. This is what we do at getelitebookings.com. And if you want to know more, go to getelitebookings.com or getelitebookings.com/free audit. It's early morning here in Thailand. I don't know what it is in your country. However, thank you very much for following this live. If you have some question, feel free to go in the chat right up there and see you around.